Yo, 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 it's my homie, Tom MacDonald. Tom, it's been a hell of a weekend. So, G, tell me about how Facts is doing. It's #1 on the iTunes charts in the United States.
I've got the facts, my money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a whack. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts.
Okay, welcome once again to the Luke and Live YouTube channel. I'm here with Darth Vader, and we are excited right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right, Ben Shapiro is rapping, yo.
It's crazy.
I did not see this video. I refused to, because I wanted to give an honest and first reaction to it. And when I heard that Ben Shapiro teamed up with Tom MacDonald, I was like, what is going on?
I didn't at first when I heard a concept of it, I was like,
Yeah.
can this work?
Yeah,
Because I know how Ben Shapiro talks.
yeah.
And he can
Got that robotic. Yeah,
he can talk pretty fast.
absolutely.
So I mean, I'm like, there's a possibility there.
Yeah.
Can he just put it to a rhythm?
How did Tom MacDonald manage to pull this one off? You know,
And not to mention the fact that Ben has been an advocate against rap music in the past.
yeah.
So I mean, it's like, I wonder how he got this to happen.
Yeah.
That's my curiosity. But
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he did.
Yeah.
I am so glad that he did.
I can't wait to see how this one goes. All right.
It's one of those things that you didn't realize you wanted, but you ended up knowing that you needed.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So, guys, if you happen to be new to the channel, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. We're going to do some reaction here. And I'm hoping you guys enjoy the content as well. Are you ready? Are you ready, Darth Vader? I'm ready.
Let's do this. Let's get into the heart of the matter.
Let's do it.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you.
Okay. First of all, Ben Shapiro looks a little uncomfortable right here. We haven't really gotten into him rapping yet, but I'm just watching this part. I'm like, okay, he's stepping out of his comfort zone. I'm not saying this in a negative light. I think he's doing something good here. Very few conservative will even dare to do what he's doing. So I give him a lot of respect for that. But I'm just saying the picture in itself, he looks like, okay, he's Ben Shapiro.
It's like, okay, how do I act thuggish?
What do I do next? But he's good though. I think he's very impressive.
I love how his hoodie looks like, those Dare t-shirts.
Yeah. Facts don't care about your feelings. That's an actual, that's one of his books.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, this is great. Again, the video is amazing. Tom MacDonald was already saying so much. Saying so much already.
I mean, like, and again, facts on facts on facts.
Yeah.
Only two genders, boys and girls. I mean, hanging American flags. What happened to that? Why are we taking down American flags and replacing them with BLM and rainbow flags? And it's like, if just being white makes me a bigot, why is other races not up to their stereotypes? Why are we basing people on stereotypes? It's stupid.
It is. there is a quotation, but not only so, there is this consistent deconstructing. They taking everything down. Any statue of anybody who had any connection to slavery, they're taking them down because they have to rewrite or revise history. I've read a quotation last night. I was reading an article from History Extra, and Andrew Roberts said, if we topple Nelson or any other statue of people that you might think supported slavery, what do we do about the pyramids built at least in part by slave labor? And I thought about that, I'm like, okay, so how far do you want to take this thing, right? It's a good question.
And then you fall into the slippery slope.
Yeah.
How far back do we go? You
Yeah.
got the pyramids, and I'm sure Stonehenge was built with slave labor.
Yeah.
You got the Greek Colosseums or the Roman Colosseums.
Yeah.
That was, I'm more than sure that was built with slave labor.
Oh, you're correct.
Most of Rome was built with slave labor, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do we do about Winston Churchill? Because there was some racism in him as well. Do we deny him as a historical figure who did a lot of positive things in the world? It's just that there is this, like I've said it before, you gotta be careful with modern day standards, right? Our modern day standards, you gotta be careful how far you judge historical figures with your current morality. This is not to say we can't look at them and say, okay, they made some mistake back then. We can learn from that and make sure we don't repeat the same thing they did. Doesn't necessarily mean you should go and destroy everything they've ever done, because you yourself is so much holier than thou. But if they didn't make the mistake that they did, if they were in the pioneers, if they didn't learn from their mistake and lay the foundation for you, you won't even be able to even do what you're doing.
And not to mention the fact that even so, today in our modern age, we have more slavery in this modern day and age than ever in history.
Yeah. And yeah, good point. And to take it one step further, just like going back to the lyrics here, we got all these crazy gender stuff. Like if generation down the road, our descendants will judge us and they will look at us and say, yo, you lived during a generation when you thought that men can have babies. Like you thought like canceling children in the womb was called reproductive rights. Like, can you imagine how silly that is? And here we are judging those people in the past. But when you look at our own condition, you're like, I think we have some issues too that we need to deal with. We are no better than them. We're just simply doing evil in a different way. We're not doing it the same way they did, but the stuff we're doing is just as bad. And like you said, modern day slavery and what they're doing with children, trafficking children and everything into this sex gaming system going on.
Then you have the Uyghurs.
Okay, yeah, that's going on in China as well, yeah. And yeah, again, and the same people won't say a single thing about that, though. You notice that? Just a thought. Let's keep going.
You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets, you defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts, don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a whack. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. Then I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nick.
I make rap. Did he take a shot at did he say I make rap? Is he talking about rap the That's a jab. That's a jab.
Yeah. Oh, that's a jab. That's a jab. I wasn't a jab. That was a straight right hook.
Yeah, the lyrics are strong.
Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a whap.
Yeah. He makes rap of compound interest. Wait, yo.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta hear that again.
And check out this one. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You're going to prison. I'm on television.
Ooh.
Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. Who do you think he's talking about there?
Wow. Is it a single person, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I don't know. Tell me.
Who's a big influencer that you know that wastes money on strippers and cars who's going to prison for doing such things? Has the initials AT?
I have no idea.
Andrew Tate?
Oh, you got to be kidding. Yes. Sorry. I'm thinking of a rapper, so sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a serious jab. That's a uppercut.
Serious uppercut. Like I don't think many people put two and two together, because like his whole lifestyle is about e-girls, cars,
Yeah.
and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And now he's facing prison time because of it.
Yeah. So those allegations are even true? I wasn't sure whether or not he was guilty of anything.
Well, he's you
I thought
know,
they were just allegations. I don't. Okay.
I
Anyway.
mean,
Wow.
he's as far as I know, last I heard, he was still in a Romanian prison, or at least on house arrest. So I mean,
Yeah.
so
Mhm. So I am epic. Don't be a rap. Maybe a WAP. Oh wow.
yeah.
No,
And I also like the one, my money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat.
my money's like Lizzo. Got it. He even shout out to Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah, he gets deep.
Okay. That's great. Oh wow.
And I love the double entendre here, where he says, "Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap."
Yarmulke.
Because it's not a baseball cap, and he's not, he's no cap.
That's great. Oh, okay, man. He's on the fire though. I like me some Ben Shapiro.
And I'd say my one critique, he's slowing down his speech.
Okay.
I would have loved to have seen him go full bore with his speech, because we know he can talk faster.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's almost as like he's talking in slow-mo now.
Maybe it's intentional.
That's my one critique.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is still amazing. I absolutely love it.
I love it. All right, let's keep going.
Stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a whack. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people, download this. Let's get a billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you.
No, what he said in the lyrics here, that we've defunded the police and there's no one to protect you. I have been somewhat saying something similar to that. I've been saying, well, if you defund the police, and it was crazy, the people that are calling for defunding the police, they don't live in communities where the police is desperately needed. I think that's part of the problem. So they are completely disconnected from reality and how criminals are actually thinking. But the people who suffer the most from defunding the police supposed policies
are the ones that need them. Yeah.
Are black people. And I'm like, yo, if you remove the police, who's going to protect you from the criminals? That's just a crazy backward logic.
Which then goes back up to his first chorus. If you scroll up to the first line, Tom's first line. But you're anti-pro gun, no one to protect it.
True.
Like, okay, so you're anti-pro gun, and you're defunding the police. So now you don't have the police to protect you. And now you're advocating so that you can't even protect yourself.
Wow.
You're leaving yourself completely vulnerable. Do people not understand this? What do people not understand about this concept?
That's like we call the double whammy, huh? So on one side, you're fighting against guns. You don't want that. And on the other side, you are asking for the police to be defunded. So you are left completely vulnerable here to the criminals for whatever they want to do. It's crazy.
So that they can claim the victimhood mentality.
Yeah, can I add another one to this, another layer? And you are calling to open the borders.
Yeah,
and you are filling your country with people that were in an asylums, supposed asylum seekers. Not too many of them are actually asylum seekers. Anyway, they should be financially opportunity seekers. Anyway, and some of these people are coming in completely desperate. Don't you think they're gonna also commit crimes?
Or from the cartels and gang members and prisons.
So you're putting yourself in serious risk here. And I'm like, this is some crazy logic, man. That's just some crazy backward thinking. The left is completely berserk.
And then they want to sit there and complain and play victim when something happens.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Nope. I'm sorry.
Good point.
There's no one to protect you. I'll defend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim. Well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad, you sad. You just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad, you mad, you mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets, you defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you.
Fire.
Absolutely. I mean, the amazing job by Nova putting all this together, and amazing job by Ben doing his part. Amazing job by, once again, Tom. Pulling all of this in and making it happen. I mean, just absolute fire.
This was great. This is gonna go down as one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
Like this could be like the anthem for our channel.
Beautiful. No wonder why we got 9 something million. Oh my goodness, almost 10 million. Lord, it's only been a few days.
Yeah, this
is redonkulous.
Even Tyler Zed came in and commented on it.
Oh, that is great. Okay. Wow.
Ben Shapiro, the poet.
Yeah, he is, man. He is. Ben Shapiro. Wow, you put Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro together on a track, you're definitely going to get a lot of attention. So you said this is already number one on the Billboard. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah. It's number one on Billboard.
That is amazing. Well, they deserve it, man. They deserve every bit of it. And I think Tom MacDonald got himself... Again, Tom MacDonald is doing what he does best right here. One of the ways that Tom MacDonald really gets attention is when he does this type of music, when he addresses the issues in the culture and he just points out and makes some people upset. When he does that, it just blows up. It just blows up because it's just that we needed to hear this. You know what I'm saying? He's always like, I value his opinion a lot. So I'm like, man, what is Tom MacDonald thinking about? Because some of the stuff is crazy over here.
And who'd have thought Ben Shapiro's first debut in music would have been in a Billboard number one, would have been in a rap song.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. I'm so glad for this one. I mean,
like I'm so happy for these guys, you know, and I like, it's just amazing to see what these two came up with creatively together, and the genius behind it is just unbelievable.
Yeah. You know, I there is, from my perspective, there is a need to rebuke and reprove people who are just determined not to listen. Like, I'm all for loving and caring for people, and that's my first, and almost every time that's my first approach. But I think there's sometimes you have to sharply rebuke some people. There's a lot of rebuke going on in here, a lot of correcting people. It's just some people are just determined not to listen. You know, it's just there's a lack of common sense going on here. But I think there's a lot of people are overly sensitive today. It's like the basic things like get people upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Telling the truth about like biological sex, people get upset about that. Telling the truth about American values, they get mad. You mentioned the name of Jesus in the wrong conversation. Oh, that's trouble. It's kind of like, when did we become so soft? Like, when did we lose it? Like, how did this happen?
When
And I
did
don't
we
even
stop
think
being, when did we stop being America?
yeah. It's pretty pathetic, to say the least. And I think there's a call for sharp rebuke here, even in scripture. In the book of Timothy, the Bible says we must rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. I think it's in Titus. So he's like, there's a call to say, no, we can't keep pandering to the group, to the mob, who just, they're never satisfied. They want more. And the more you give them, the more they want. And I think there comes a point now, I think there's a major pushback. People are saying, you know what? We're not playing this gender game anymore. You want to call people racist for every single thing? We don't even care anymore. We're gonna stand and believe what we believe, say what we say, and I don't care if it offends you.
Yep.
Simple as that.
And it's like that word's lost its power
Yeah,
anymore.
it has. Long time ago. It's been used and abused. It's kind of like when it's really going on, it is overlooked. I think, like you said, the Uyghurs, and there's a lot of Christians in where is that in
Middle East,
in the Middle East that are being persecuted. It's over 124,000. I did a video about that, but you don't hear stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and people are getting upset over like the most simplest term, like getting offended that Dave Chappelle says something that they didn't like. He's like, he's a comedian. He has the right to speak his mind.
and it's like, do you people realize how privileged of a life you're living right now? You have a roof over your head, you have heat in your home, you have running clean water to drink and bathe with.
I think that's the result of that ungrateful heart, because once you have everything you need, you get into a place in your life when you start acting like this, because you don't have major issues to worry about. But when you really have big problems and you have to deal with life issues like other nations are dealing with, you fall into this mindset of consistently feeling sorry for yourself and self-pity, and consistently looking to be petted like a child.
The other day I was watching YouTube, and I came across a couple of videos that went into Port-au-Prince. There were a couple of guys went into Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And they were, you know, walking around showing what it was like to live there.
Oh my goodness.
And oh yeah, it was an eye opener.
Oh yeah.
Like it was really an eye opener of how bad like living conditions were and things like that. Like they walked into this one shack, for lack of a better word, because that's really what it was just wood with a metal corrugated metal, and there were bullet holes in the roof, not even from direct fire, just people lobbing whole, you know, fire, straight fire, just through the roof. And when it rained, it leaked. Another woman was standing in like 1.5 feet of water because the rain, it hadn't rained, but yet the rain on the hill and the mountains had run down the mountain and into her home.
Yep.
And she had to stand there in the water and try to use a pot or something to get it out.
Yeah.
Another section, they had a communal bathroom where they're pooping in the ocean and doing their business in the ocean. And yet they were fishing in the same section because they couldn't go to another section of the beach. Otherwise, there were snipers that would take them out.
Yep.
It's like,
that's the story.
This is their everyday living conditions.
Oh yeah, this is the story. This is the story, and that's just the living condition. We're not even talking about the violence. I have a cousin who came here from Haiti. He's suffering from PTSD.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, he's suffering from PTSD. He had 3 friends, and they took the 3 friends out in front of his face. They spared his life. And these were people that he knew, people that he worked for. He was a DJ to the gangsters themselves. But the 3 friends didn't want to do the things that the gangsters were asking him to do, and they took them out in front of his face. Imagine 3 friends get a bullet, they get some lead in their head right in front of your face. Imagine how that kind of stuff that's left. Anyway. So I'm talking to him, encouraging him. He's doing much better now. I'm talking to him, encouraging him, and saying, man, you're no longer living there. Things are okay now. Just leave the past behind. Let's have a word of prayer. And he's kind of healing. But when he first came, he was just walking, walking in the streets, not knowing where he's going, finding, crying all over the place. He had money and he threw the money away. They didn't know why he did it. Like weird stuff he was doing, but he's much better now. It's just to show you, like, we have no idea how well we have it in this country. And I think when we complain all the time, all it takes is just go somewhere else and see the living condition, hear the cry of people that are talking. You will come back to America and say, you know what, man, we need to protect what we have going on. And by all means, we need help. We need to help others as well. But we got to stop complaining, man. We have to stop complaining.
Yeah. Like, and even in the video, the guy was like, on the way back to the hotel, they were trying to rush him out of the area of Port-au-Prince that he was in because it was controlled by one gang, and they ended up in the middle of a gang war at the time, and they were trying to get him out in time before it really started popping off. And in the process, on the way back to the hotel that he was staying at, there was a car in front of him, and somebody got kidnapped in the car in front of him.
Just like that. Very common.
Just like that. And it was like, if it wasn't for the driver that he was with, it could have very well been him.
Yeah.
So it was like,
I've heard those stories, man. My dad tell me all the time. I try to stay away from those stories. It's depressing. It's very depressing. I just pray and leave the matter with the Lord. There's like a revolution about to take place right now. There's a guy who's named Guy Phillips he's about to topple the government because the government is supporting all of it. He's giving money to the gangsters, and he's also making money of the kidnappers as well. So there's like so much corruption,
right?
And people are saying it's time for a revolution, and that's what's about to take place in the next few months or so. You should see a revolution. Well, God's will be done. And again, this is why, friends, we gotta love this country. We gotta love what we have going on, and we also have to preserve the truth, man. I know the culture doesn't like the truth. I know we live in this subjective reality that people like to say truth is, your truth and my truth, relativism, but we got to come back to the point where we say, no, what is true is true, because it's always been true and will always be true. And we have to hang on to it, or else we're going to come to a place where everything else is depleted. We are confused. And our children and our schools and our values, our history, our country, even our faith in God will be also uprooted. We can't play this game. It's very demonic. It's very devilish. We have to value the things that we have going on so that we can preserve society and civilizations afterwards. That's my thought and perspective on that.
It's getting to the point where even the WEF says that humans don't have rights anymore.
Yeah, they need to go kick some rocks.
Yeah. So without absolute truth and facts, we have nothing, guys. We need to hold on to what we have. Absolutely. Otherwise, we're going to lose it.
Yeah, yeah. And you can understand why Donald Trump became such an important figure in this time we live. Because he's like, he comes in like a solution to the problem. He's addressing things that very few are willing to talk about. I got a video coming up. I think somebody went to WEF. I don't know how he got in there, but he was a supporter of Trump. And he gave them a piece of his mind. Oh, he did. I was like, oh, my Lord. Maybe they knew. I think they knew they did it intentionally. It's not like they care about what anybody says because they have their plans anyway. I think they're just doing it to make it look like, hey, guys, we're not bipartisan. We're not, but we're just trying to do this just to show you that we can have different way of thinking about things.
Like
but
a
anyway,
Pony show.
Yeah. But I think whatever that man said, I'm going to share that video. I think later on today, I'm going to do it. Was like, whoa. My eyes was like, did he just do that? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He gave them a piece of his mind. He told them, like, Donald Trump will destroy that system. He's going to destroy yous. He told them. Anyway, with that being said, leave this matter with the Lord. This was a great video. Thank you for sharing this with me. Tom MacDonald, that was fire. Ben Shapiro, that was great.
Awesome job, guys.
Awesome. I can see 20 million in the 2 weeks.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, I can see 20 million. I don't know if Tom MacDonald has, this is going to be one of the greatest videos in Tom MacDonald's channel.
Yeah.
He's going to blow up. This could hit 30, 50 million by in a couple months or so. The way this is going. Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, friends. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today.
Thank you. And have a good one.
Have a good one there. Bye.
Bye.